One of my favorite movies when I was growing up was Major Payne. And in the movie, he was telling that kid about the story of the little engine that could.
Ah, phooey. What about all the stories about the little people that do big things? Like Little Red Riding Hood, them Three Little Pigs, Spike Lee, or them Little Rascals. You ever hear the story about the little engine that could? Let me tell you that story.
I want to tell you all a story about the little engine that could. Story time with Robinhood. One day, there was a little engine that had a wife, a kid, a dog, and all these other responsibilities. But that little engine had heart, and he went out when he could to find treasures and things. Look at the embellishments. Wow. You see it. Look at the name. Affliction. And one day that little engine stopped at a station and he found a book. A book from 1937. Sears Roebuck. And he looked through the book and there was all these old treasures. And he set his sights on a few of those treasures. He had it in his mind that he would find one. He didn't know how he was going to do it. He could barely find the time to do anything. But he said, I'm going to do it. And that little engine just kept chugging along.
Damn Skippy, he just kept chugging along.
And any free time he'd get, he'd sit down and he'd scroll and he'd keep chugging. Chugga, 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 chugga.
Toot, toot.
And he had to make stops along the way. And his little engine daughter had to go for walks. Making the rounds around the neighborhood. Tell him. And his little engine dog had to go for walks. What's going on, Bob?
Good. Y'all out for a late walk.
What's that?
Y'all out for a late walk.
Yeah, we out for a late walk.
It's cool, too.
Yeah. You just get done mowing the lawn?
Yeah.
How long you had that hat, Bob?
Huh?
How long have you had that hat?
A long time.
God, I'd say so.
Yeah. That's fond memories. It's called Blue Pea Haven.
Yeah.
It's down in Knott's Island, and we used to do a fundraiser down there for orphanage.
Okay.
So I've got plenty of these. I'm not trying to brag, but I call them my $1,000 hats. This is what they would give the volunteers. I cooked anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 pounds of brisket.
Okay.
And whatever I had into it, and I don't brag about money or anything like that, but the joke is, this ain't a free hat, it's a $1,000 hat.
You think that stopped a little engine that could? Nope. He just kept chugging.
Chugga, 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 toot, toot.
Anytime he would get time to look for that treasure, he'd sit down and start scrolling. Chugga, 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 chugga. Until he finally found it. All the other engines says he'd never find it. They've been looking for years. But this little engine had the key. He found that ancient book that had pictures of things and reminded him of things and showed him the details of things. And he'd finally found it. And he ran to all the other engines and told them, and they said, no, there's no way. The only thing is that item came from a distant land, and it needed time to get here. Came from a Western estate, an online Western estate, and it needed some time to get here. Well, it's here. The item's here. It took me one day to find this thing, but it took a week for it to ship here. And it all started with finding this Sears Roebuck book. I was flipping through it and just looking at things, and one of the things that I actually mentioned it in the video that I always wanted to find is in here. If you watched that video. So, and there was an item that I knew I wanted, and there was an item that I didn't know I wanted until I saw it. And I got these pieces for an incredible steal, I feel like. But it was an online estate auction, kind of like the online auction that I won the Levi's jacket from. And I've been watching Lena, and we don't go out and look for things. So I've been like, when I get the time and I'm watching her, or she's watching her show, then I'll scroll and I'll try to find things. And I found it. I'm really excited to see it. But this is the item that I didn't know I wanted until I saw it. It's a really, really amazing piece. If there's a receipt in here or not. I paid $75 including shipping for this piece. Look at this thing. I'm gonna lay it out on the floor actually so you guys can see it. It's pretty big. Hold on. Here it is laid across the kitchen floor. Look at it. All hand done. Look at the little cowboys. Just a beautiful piece. And I don't know what these guys are, but the birds, this big bird in the middle, these beautiful flowers. Wow. A really nice piece. I only seen one other one, and it went on auction at Bonham's, which is kind of like a really high end. Really high end, kind of like Sotheby's. I don't know what it went for because you have to have like the, you have to have an ID for you to see like what the auction price went for. So I have no clue. This is the piece that I knew I wanted. And I got it for $15 shipped. Let's see. Wow. 1930s. Look at the whirling logs. That was Native Americans did that. It was a whirling log. Look. Wow. Very rare. Look at this thing. Oh, wow. I think it was a 38, but it looks like the person that had it cut it down. As you can see at the edge here, there's the auction sticker was on here still. But you could see at the edge there were some holes here in this cut. So they shaved the size 38 belt down to like a 30. Let me see how long it is. It's 32 from the notch to the end. God, that's amazing. But it all started from the garage sale day where I didn't find much, but I found this book. I was flipping through the book and it inspired me to look for that belt. And I found it. Inspiration comes from anywhere. You just gotta listen to it and go after it.
Life is so short that you can't waste even a day subscribing to what someone thinks you can do versus knowing what you can do. And that's like the switch. It's like the switch in your head is if you can get to a place where you can act on that in the next hour after we're done speaking, I guarantee you it's a domino effect. Everything just starts like, sort of like, obliterating itself away.